Good evening, guests and fellow Toastmasters. A warm welcome to meeting number 13 of the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. I'm Toastmaster Bimpy Kumari, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I'm sure you are as excited as I am. The meeting will be blocked for 2 hours and you are expected to stay for the entire duration. Before we start meeting, I want to highlight some key points. Your video should be on and audio should be off. Audio should be on only when you are called to speak or need to speak. Regarding the topics of sex, religion, politics, even though Toastmaster International doesn't put any restrictions on speaking on these topics, at the club, we request all the speakers and the role takers to be mindful, responsible, and abstain from expressing any controversial views on these sensitive topics. Also, urge you to be cognizant of the fact that we as a club practice diversity, inclusion in letter and spirit, hence ensuring there is no sexist, racist, or any such undertones that create hostility and discomfort for members or guests. Let me call upon the presiding officer for today's meeting, Toastmaster Smruti S. Mohanty. Smruti was a sales manager by profession and a certified soft skill trainer by interest. After almost a decade, she is now full-time management student by the virtue of time. She joined Toastmaster to sharpen her soul of public speaking. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Smruti S. Mohanty. Everyone, please give him a round of applause. And also handing over the stage to Toastmaster Smruti S. Mohanty. Stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bimpy. Appreciate your kind words. That was our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Bimpy. Please give her a huge round of applause for starting the meeting today. On that note, I call this meeting number 13 of Gabbys International Toastmasters Club to order. Again, a very warm welcome to Toastmasters, guest and visiting Toastmasters to this meeting today. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate your presence today. Along with that, as a club, we sincerely appreciate that every time visiting Toastmasters guests join us together to ensure that we have a fruitful and collaborating meeting each time. So, on that note, I would like to take this opportunity and invite few of our guests to help us understand, to know them more, and let us know that what exactly their expectation today, how they got to know about Gabby's. To start with, I can see good number of new names here. Uh, Lakshima. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Would you please help us understand if you're a visiting Toastmaster or a guest in quick 30 seconds, please?
Hi, I'm Lakshima Ratnayaka. I'm from Sri Lanka, and this is my first visit for Toastmasters. So the problem is I don't know anything about it, but I really like to know and try to gain knowledge. And I like to improve my speaking skills in English. So I hope this will be a great platform for that. And I hope you guys will be um, will help me to get my uh, uh, get me done in correct way. I mean, to get in a great position. So that's all. So thank you for giving me this situation.
Thank you so much, Lakshma. I must say you are at the right place, exactly at the right time, and we are all here to learn and grow together. I'm sure by the end of the meeting, you will get a clarity there what exactly Toastmasters and a club they all together bring forward or bring onto the table. Thank you so much. Next, can we have Nitasha Kumar? Natasha, would you please help us understand if you are a visiting Toastmaster or a guest in quick 30 seconds?
Hi, good evening, everybody. Definitely not a guest to Gabbys. I've been very familiar with the Gabbys and with Toastmasters. I would like to call myself a proud Toastmaster for the last 22 years. And Gabbys is not, is like a second home, especially. And I'm here because I see two amazing Toastmasters making their pathbreaker speeches, and I'm so excited to listen to both distinguished Toastmaster Nancy and distinguished Toastmaster Sourav. So happy to be here, and back to you, Madam President.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Natasha. It's our pleasure to have you today. We are equally looking forward for this meeting and the Pathbreaker speech as well. Okay, can we have Udita Kaushal? Udita, would you please help us with a quick 30-second introduction, please?
Hi Smruti, hi everyone. So as a part of my introduction, I am not a Toastmaster currently, but I've been a part of Toastmasters in the past. I took a break in between, but as fate could have it, I have been missing Toastmasters a lot. I was looking for a club on the weekdays, which has a presence online, and I came across your club. So yeah, excited to be here and thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Adita. Welcome you back to this Toastmasters journey. I'm sure you will definitely find a place, maybe Gabbys, to restart this journey of learning and growing. Thank you so much. Okay, rest. I can see familiar faces, but without wasting any more time, I welcome each one of you once again to this meeting of Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. For the benefit of guests and Western Toastmasters, once again, I would like to reiterate that this is a safe space, a place of learning, relearning, unlearning a lot of things. Toastmaster is I mean, say a camaraderie of people who come together from different diversity, different mindset, with an intent to share their experience and expertise to enhance their knowledge. To be specific, Toastmasters is a 100-year-old non-profit organization spread across 149 plus countries and 16,000 plus clubs across the globe. It's an institute where people come to practice their communication and leadership skill, which end of the day enhance their self-confidence and personal growth. On that note, let me also take this opportunity to welcome our newest member, Toastmaster or Dr. Dhanej, to this meeting. I don't see him, but let's put our hands together and welcome him on board to our Gabbys family. Okay, now something exciting is there around the corner. Not around the corner. This weekend itself, we are all excited for Gabby's International Speech Contest. Many exciting speakers are participating. We are looking forward for those insulating those exciting speeches. Along with that, if you're not participating, please join us in encouraging all our speakers. With your presence, the meeting will be more fruitful and more thoughtful as well. So let's see what's exactly the contest will be all about. Our participants are very thrilled and excited. Along with that, as we are talking about learning, growing so much, as a club, we are actually growing, striving, thriving all put together. So, and it's all because of the members who are helping us in taking up roles and meeting all the expectations here. So, I would like to also take this opportunity to encourage each one of you to renew the subscription, the membership once again. That's something our responsibility. So I understand and I know completely that that's the support which Gabby's get from all our members. So let's keep that thing in mind as well. On that note, today I'm not the one who will run the entire show. We have someone very special who will make sure that all these strong emotions will be there in this meeting today. So for that, let me take this opportunity to call the Toastmaster of the day. He is none other than our Vice President Education of Gabby's International Toastmasters Club, a network engineer by profession, a Toastmaster by passion who loves to travel new places and connect to new people. He says he's an introvert who trying to be ambivert and his spirit in life is just do it. On that note, I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Toastmaster Raja Balaji, the stage is all yours. Rest, please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Raja on this virtual platform.
Thank you so much,
Toastmaster Raja,
General. Thank you so much, Presiding Officer Smruti. Toastmaster and friends, a very good evening. Apologies for not turning off my camera. I have facing some issues. Let's begin into our session. Today I have chosen the theme called Stoicism. This Stoicism was very interesting theme because I learned this Stoic philosophies recently. So let's dive into the history of Stoicism. The Stoicism was founded by Zeno of Citium around 300 BC in Athens. The purpose of finding this Stoicism in the opposition of school of Epicureanism. It was founded by Epicurus. Epicureanism focused on materialistic worlds, driven by pain and pleasure, but it was not synced with nature. So Zeno decided to uh, come up with new school of education. That is how this Stoicism founded. He laid the foundation for Stoicism. His teachings had enormous impact in their students, and this Stoicism focused on three areas. The first one is logic, second one is physics, and third one is ethics. And later it was focused only on logic and ethics. Physics part was removed. And this Stoicism was followed by many people, and it has many stages. It has three stages. At first stage, we will call Stoa, early Stoa. It around 300 to 100 BC. It was led by Zeno, Clinthus, and Chrysippus. And the third and second Stoa was middle Stoa. It was around 100 BC to 0 AD. It was led by Panictus, Poesidinus, Sirico, and Cato. And the last age was late Stoa. It was around 0 to 200 AD. It was led by Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. And I sure you observe these last three names, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, because their teachings was very simple and it was taken to every common people. That's why still now this Stoicism was talking each and everywhere, and many leaders also following this Stoicism. Today in this meeting, I am going to take you through some practices which I incorporated in my life. 5 to 6 practices I am following in my life. I am going to share about that practices in this meeting. Okay, before we getting into that segment, let me talk about Toastmasters segment. Toastmasters, basically it divided into three segments. First one is prepared speech, second one is table topics, and third one is evaluation. To conduct evaluation, we have special person. Our special person is Upasana Ghosh, Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh. She is a creepy, happy, go-lucky bookworm who loves to eat, cook, travel, listen to music, and read many Indian mythology. She's been fortunate enough to visit 13 different countries and love exploring new cultures. Currently, she working as a senior technical writer for MNC. Let us invite our general evaluator for today's meeting, Upasana Ghosh. Over to you, Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh.
Thank you so much, our TMOD, TM Raja, for wonderful introduction. Greetings to everybody. Today I will be your general evaluator, and my job is to evaluate everything, even before the meeting started. I will take up all the nitty-gritties of the meeting, which has happened and which has not happened. I will evaluate each participant on the meeting program and look for the good examples and even comment on which has not gone right, which has gone correctly. However, I have my 4 pillars who will help me throughout the meeting. My TAGL team. Let me call upon my TAGL team, the timer. Our timer for today is Toastmasters Smruti. Toastmasters Smruti was a sales manager by profession and a certified soft skill trainer by interest. After almost a decade, she is now a full-time management student by the virtue of time. I would request Toastmaster Smruti to introduce her role.
Thank you so much, Madam General Evaluator. As a timer today, I will be timing all the segments, the table topic, prepared speeches, and evaluation. So I'll alert the timing by using the virtual background of green, yellow, and red. To be specific, we have 3 prepared speeches today, one of 5 to 7 minutes, 2 other path breakers of 10 to 12 minutes. So for 5 to 7 minutes speech, I will show the green card at 5 minutes, yellow at 6, and 7 minutes, the red card will be staying there. For both the 10 to 12 minute speeches, I'll be showing green card at 10, yellow at 11, and the red card at 12. I would request each and every speakers or the role takers to ensure that you keep a keen eye on the timer's window today. Now coming to the table topic segment. At the table topic segment, at 1 minute, I'll show the green card. 1 minute, 30 seconds will show the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. There are certain grace periods as well, which will definitely help the speakers if they are mindful. To just highlight the same, you will get 30-second grace period for evaluation as well as prepared speeches at both upper and the lower end. For table topic segment, the TT speaker will get 30-second grace period at the lower end only. Over to you, General Evaluator. I'll come back with my report once called upon. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smruti. That was our timer. Now I would call upon our R counter for today, that is Toastmaster Alvia. Toastmaster Alvia, a diligent intern at Signify, brings her talent from Christ University to the tech world. Hailing from Calicut, Kerala, she embraced diverse passion from the rhythmic movement of dance to the soulful melodies of song. Toastmaster Alvia.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. So the purpose of the R counter is to listen and make a note of unnecessary words and sounds used by all the speakers and role players of today's meeting. And this report would focus upon 5 major areas. One is filler words such as two, inappropriate interjections, for instance, and, well, but, so, you know. Three, the use of crutch words similar to basically, actually, this thing, etc. Four, repetitive words or phrases in the form of I, or this means, this means. 5, unintentional long or short pauses made by the speakers. I will present the rest of the report when called for by the general evaluator during the general evaluation session. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvia. Now moving on to our grammarian, Toastmaster Monica. She is a MBA and a management consultant at Essential Strategy. She is bibliophile, gardening enthusiast, and a fitness freak and a baker. I would request Toastmaster Monica to explain her role.
Hello, everyone. As a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuse of the English language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. And as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So for today, the word of the day is superfluous. 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 The meaning of this word is something that is not needed or something that is more than is wanted. The usage goes like, in a tacit admission of its superfluousness, the service was closed down. I'll put the word, the meaning, and the usage in the chat as well. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Monica. And I would request each and every participant, guest, speakers to use the word of the day. Moving on to our last pillar, our listener, Toastmaster Priyamvada. Toastmaster Priyamvada is pursuing masters in clinical psychology. I would request Toastmaster Priyamvada to introduce her role.
Listening is as important as speaking. So, as a listener, I'll be noting down the tidbits which will be thrown out at us in the meeting by all the speakers, and at the end, I'll be asking questions relating to it to know who was paying attention during the meet. So, I'll be asking you questions at the end of the meet. All the best to everyone. Over to our general evaluator.
Thank you so very much. And this was my powerful team. I will come up when called upon with with our reports. Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let us give a round of applause to our General Evaluator for briefing her role and TAGL roles. First segment, which is prepared speech segment. Today we have three speakers. The first speaker will be Shlipi Tiwari, and her evaluator will be Preeti Jain. Evaluator Preeti Jain, please confirm your availability.
Yes, I confirm.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Shlipi Tiwari is attempting her path in persuasive influence level 3, project number 1, project name Understanding Conflict Resolution. The purpose of the project is for member to develop or enhance his or her understanding of steps and sharing steps and strategies to address conflict. Toastmaster Shlipi Tiwari, she is from Chhattisgarh. She is MBA with 3 years of work experience in HR as a recruiter. She is also Reiki practitioner and NLP practitioner. She has participated in an international beauty pageant called Miss India Worldwide 2019, held in Greece, where she was a finalist. Shlipi Tiwari, decode the problem, Shlipi Tiwari.
You're on mute, Shlipi.
No, Shlipi, you're not audible.
No, you are not audible. Can we remove the headset and try Toastmaster?
No,
No.
still not, Shlipi. Can you rejoin the call?
Shall we go with the next speaker?
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, we can go ahead with the next speaker.
Okay. I'd like to call the second speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel. Her evaluator will be Noor Mohammed. Noor Mohammed, can you confirm your availability?
Yes, TMOD, I'm available.
Thank you, sir. Her distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel attempting her project, which is her last project, Pathbreaker. Path Visionary Communication Level 5, project name Pathbreaker, reflect on your path. Her purpose is for the member to reflect his or her growth during the completion of an entire path. Speech duration 10 to 12 minutes. Timer, please note. And her speech title, Bang for the Buck. Bang for the Buck, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel.
How many of you are familiar with
TLCOC process? Raise of hands. No one? Expected so. TLCOC is a t-shirt life cycle of consumption process. Does it ring any bell? No? No? Let me try to explain this process to you. You might be familiar with it. It goes something like this, okay? You purchase a t-shirt, wear it for all the important days, important moods, important times. Then it becomes a little regular wear at home. Once it's worn out, you start wearing it at night time. A few holes in the garment piece, it will be used as a dusting cloth. One or two more holes in the garment piece in the so-called t-shirt, then it's a mopping cloth. This is TLCOC. That's a term I just came up with. But that's also a universal way of consuming products to get a bang for the buck. More important as well as appropriate for Indians, I must say, being an Indian myself. When we apply this process for a t-shirt, a fabric, a garment, and many other things that we consume, why don't we do it for our education? Learn the concept again and again until you get your value for money. Well, when I started with this path, visionary communication, I was carrying a history of me completing a path in 21 days. That absolutely added no pressure to my journey ahead. I wanted to start with my journey of developing a vision and become a visionary communicator. More important for leaders. So yes, that was my goal when I chose this path, visionary communication. So that's why the path. As always, the first step was to complete my level 1. I completed level 1 talking about imposter syndrome. I started with furball to fireball, 4 P's of imposter syndrome and whatnot. All my speeches of level 1 were relating to the same theme, imposter syndrome. Though the theme was the same, yet the speeches kept on changing. I tailored my speeches to communicate a vision during the process. Psychologically, I was prepared to incorporate one vision in each speech. That was my idea of completing this path. Within a few days, I completed my first level. Next in line was level 2, repeated the same process with a different theme. This time, the theme was about the Tableau dashboard and the goal of achieving 100 educational awards per club. Back then, we had 2 clubs, then 3 clubs later on. I tailored my speeches as per the projects and the path, incorporated vision in the speeches, finished up level 2. Next up was level 3. Well, that took me a lot of time. I got lost in my personal, professional, and Toastmasters commitments. Personally, need not to say this, but totally messed up. Professionally, lot of projects on plate. And within Toastmasters, I was the VP Education of the club, putting together 2 meetings, the Speechcraft program for 38 participants, Durga Puja stall for lakhs of people who were entering those exhibition for 5 days, handling the entire team and whatnot. I was occupied so badly that I couldn't even start with the next speech. That time, the entire time gap that I had did the magic. I emerged as a much wiser Goel. In that time, I realized I was not acting true to my own nature. I'm from a business family. More importantly, I'm an Indian. I needed to make the most out of this path. something that I haven't done in the past three paths that I've covered. That's when I figured out that the path was about having a vision towards your own learning. And I started my path without any vision of my own. Talking about something visionary in speeches is fine, but it's not the same as having a vision for yourself. That was the time to develop a vision for personal growth. In the wake of this vision, I started repeating my speeches. Yes, I started repeating my speeches. By raise of hands, how many of you find it dreadful if the evaluator says that you might want to attempt this speech again? No one? Okay. I can see a few of you raising your hands. I was one of you. I started doing it deliberately, especially with my Shakuni speech of level 3. Anyone who has heard my level 3 speech, Shakuni, by raise of hands? Okay, I can see Sourav, Manvi. That's it? No one else? Well, that's very few of you, and this gives me motivation to attempt the speech again. That's how much I fell in love with the speech particularly. I attempted the speech at the Gabbys, got evaluated by Toastmaster Aparna Raja. I loved her evaluation. I wanted to implement that evaluation, implemented that evaluation, repeated the speech in another club. I took feedback from another Toastmaster, repeated the speech in one more club, and the process went on and on. I was on a mission to perfect that speech, and this is by far my most favorite speech. But that was not all. I was learning about different audience personas as I was connecting with different members of different clubs for the same speech, how people are reacting to the same concept differently. On top of that, I also ensured that the electives that we have for level 3, for those of you who are already at level 3 or who have completed level 3 or beyond, would know that we have elective projects, and we have to complete 2 projects mandatorily. So this mandatory part keeping aside, I started attempting more projects from electives. Followed the same with level 4 and level 5. I wanted the bang for the buck. Attempted projects that I haven't attempted before in the previous 3 parts. Delivered a few speeches in demo meetings without attributing them to any project. Even today, I delivered a different speech in a different club, attributing it to L1P2 writing a speech with a purpose for visionary communication, for the path that I'm already delivering a pathbreaker today for. I was using this concept of TLCOC all throughout. I was getting the value for my money. Now, repeating speeches is not easy. Like most of you raised your hands that whenever we get a redo, it's not easy. More importantly, not that I had a lot of time to deliver speeches over and over. The only truth that worked for me was my yearning for learning. When my personal life was totally messed up, it was my speeches that kept me going. My speeches were my feel-good factor. No matter how you perform at Toastmasters, people do come back and appreciate your little efforts. People realize that you are improving and they do mention it to you. For me, it has happened over and over. Here we learn to appreciate each other's little efforts or improvements. So that was working for me. My professional arena became more of a cakewalk when I started providing solutions to the challenges with a better vision towards the future. That helped my manager retain more clients. Though we always followed no cutting corners policy at the Gabbys, I must confess For the first time in the past 3 years of my Toastmasters journey, I have felt that I got the maximum value out of my path. The learning that I had redoing a project multiple times in front of different audience, it's just tremendously beautiful. You also get to learn about many other things for you as a speaker. What are the things working for you as a speaker, even if the content is what you're improving? So if you haven't tried this method yet, it's time for you to try it now. For today's Pathbreaker, I wouldn't have come forward and attempted this Pathbreaker unless VP Education of the Gabbys Toastmasters Club wouldn't have come forward and asked me in a smart manner for this Pathbreaker. Nancy, I'm doing my Pathbreaker on Thursday. Let's do it together. Well, that's not his voice, but that was his way. In plain English, to tell me that enough of your shenanigans and penny pinching, now purchase another path. So cheers to the VP Education, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta and his entire team for arranging speech slots whenever required. I must say it takes a great deal of effort in organizing meetings, handling last minute changes, connecting with external clubs, arranging external speech slots. But this path wouldn't have been possible. This learning, this yearning for learning, anything wouldn't have been possible if it's not for the VP Education and the entire team. I wasn't hoping to finish this path at all, but I must say I've already selected my next path, which is engaging humor. And I absolutely ensure that I'm not completing that one anytime soon, no matter how someone tries to pursue it. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster, Nancy Goel. Friends, in Gabbys, we have a practice of standing ovation whenever the speaker completes his or her pathbreaker speech. Let's give standing ovation to our distinguished Toastmaster, Nancy Goel. Thank you so much. Congratulations, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, for completing your path. Friends, before we moving to the second speaker, let's see the first practice of Stoic. The first practice is focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot control. By simply yelling at the traffic jam in Bangalore or whatever place you are in won't provide any solution. By simply yelling at airport authority for plane got delayed won't provide any solution. Rather, we must accept the situation because that circumstance was beyond our control. First, we want to accept that we cannot control any traffic jam and we cannot control any things that we cannot control. So we want to plan early if we want to reach our destination. And if that airport authority got plane airport authority, we cannot blame airport authority for a plane delay because it may be bad weather. They are doing for our safety. Our safety is their priority. So we want to accept that things. If we accept that things, our life will be smoother. We won't have difficulties in our life. Just focus on what we can control. And I like to say this sayings by Epictetus. Something are in our control while others are not. We control our opinion, choice, aversion, and in word, everything of our doing. We do not control our body, property, reputation, position, or in a word, everything not of our doing. Even more, the things in our control are by nature free, unhindered, and unobstructed, while those are in not our control are weak, slavish, can be hindered, and are not our control. With this, we are moving to the second speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. He is a winner of 3 DTM awards and has completed 9 paths in Toastmasters pathways. He has been a president, distinguished division director, a distinguished area director in past, and I can go on and on to talk about his accomplishment. Now I request his evaluator, Akshay Singh DTM, distinguished Toastmaster, to confirm your availability.
Yes, I am here. Thank you, Raja.
Thank you so much. With this, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Datta attempting the project Level 5 Pathbreaker from the Path Innovative Planning. Project name, reflect on your path. Speech duration 10 to 12 minutes. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Datta, 10 when. 10 when, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Datta.
Am I audible? Am I visible?
Yes, you are.
Let me introduce our next speaker for today. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Datta. Distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Datta is the winner of 2 DTM awards. He has TMOD. I'm the winner of 2 DTM awards, not 3. And he is also the winner of 9 Pathbreaker awards. He has won 3 Triple Crowns, blah, 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 and more blah, blah, blah. That was my introduction every time I took the stage. And every time I took the stage and people gave this introduction, I would get a PM from someone, somewhere, somehow, asking, when are you completing your 10th path? Every single time I gave a speech, I took a role, I did an evaluation, and someone introduced me as someone completing 9 paths, the most predictable question that would come my way on a PM or on a WhatsApp is, when are you completing your 10th path? I started getting super irritated with this question. Not because I did not know the answer to it, but because I did not know the answer to it. I was totally confused. I was totally confused about why am I doing this path, whether I want to do this path. So let me take a step back and let me tell you, why did I choose this path? So when I was about to sign up for my 10th path, after completing my 9 paths, there's an announcement that came from Toastmasters International that we are reducing the number of paths from 11 to 6. I quickly saw the list of the new 6 paths, and innovative planning was missing. Then I thought, I had a goal of completing 11 paths sometime back when I was very new to Toastmaster. I'm still very new to Toastmaster compared to many of you here, but then I did spend some amount of time here. I'm talking when I was like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year old in the system, I had also this dream of completing 11 paths. Now, when I saw that innovative planning is not there in the list of 6 new paths, my immediate reaction was, that means that I will not get to do this path after mid of next year. So why not pick up innovative planning? Because the other remaining path, persuasive influence, is making to the list of the paths that are saving on the axe. Hence, I chose the path innovative planning. Obviously, I did have very less choices left, right? Because I had only 2 paths that I did not do. So I had to choose one of the 2 and I chose innovative planning. And that was the only rationale that I used. They're discontinuing this. So let me finish this off before it goes off the tracks. Now, once I got started on this path, I realized one thing. I realized I am super bored. I am extremely bored. I'm bored of Toastmasters. I'm bored of paths. I'm bored of pathways. I'm bored of giving speeches. I'm bored of doing evaluations. I'm bored of every damn thing that happens in Toastmasters. Holy cow, I was even bored of the district politics. So much so I decided to stay away from everything and anything that was impacting Toastmaster, just doing what I was supposed to do. One big reason I got bored is because there was a lot of exciting things happening in my life. Exciting is the word, not encouraging. I was falling more, rising less, but that was making my life more meaningful. Since Stoicism is the theme of the meeting today, One of my favorite quotes from Stoicism is by Seneca. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. So I was busy with my own life, trying to get outside of that suffering that was there in imagination and trying to build something real so that that suffering does not become a way of life, but rather becomes one of the side stories. In all that excitement of building prospects, building pipelines, trying to get business, and getting the door shut on my face 9 out of 10 times, Toastmaster meetings, Toastmaster speeches, and pathways was the last on my list of priorities. Hence, I took 189 days to complete a path. Many of you will think at this point of time that, is he trying to make me feel bad because I'm in Toastmaster for the last 4 years and I've not completed even one path? And he is saying that 189 days is a long time? Yes, because when I joined Toastmasters, I was completing my path as if, I was on a timer. I was sitting on a time bomb. My first path, I think I completed in less than 3 months. The second path, I completed in less than 1 month. The third path, the fourth path, the fifth path, again, the same thing. I was completing paths like, as if I'm taking a walk in the park. People got inspired by me. And there is DTM Nancy Goel, who actually completed a path in a few weeks. So, this entire virus of completing paths was spreading all across the Gabbys. And suddenly, out of nowhere, I realized that I don't want to do a path anymore. Every single project for this path became a challenge for me. So, today's speech, I'm not going to tell you which project I did, where did I give the speech, what was the challenge. I will talk about my boredom and I will bore you. Because ultimately, no matter how many years in Toastmasters, I heard distinguished Toastmaster Nitasha Kumar mentioning that she has been in Toastmaster for more than 2 decades. I'm pretty sure that these moments of monotonicity and boredom comes in everyone's life, particularly in Toastmaster. If you say no, it does not, you are lying through your teeth. It has to come. If you look at the construct of the path, it's the same level 1 for every path. So if you're doing it 10 times, you're going to do the same projects 10 times. If you're doing it 11 paths, then you're going to do the same projects 11 times. Like I've given 10 icebreaker speeches in this club where every person knows what I like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What new do I tell this group of people? Half of the people who are in any meeting at that point of time were ExCom members, who even knew what did I have for breakfast and lunch and dinner that particular day as well. That's how well connected I am. What will I tell in my icebreaker speech? At that point of time, I took a few strategies, and that's what I'm going to share with you. So if you are getting bored of Toastmasters, if you are getting bored of pathways, listen on. First, every single level, I decided I will try to do something new, something I've never done before. Somewhere I told a horror story, somewhere I told a sad story, somewhere I told a very comical kind of a story. Slapstick is not my comfortable genre of humor. And just to add a little bit of variety, I tried slapstick. So the level 1, the only thing that I try to do is try not to do what I've done before already. Try to do things which I am not comfortable with and avoid doing those things which I'm very comfortable with. And I'll tell you where this trigger came from. I was giving a speech in one of the clubs, and it was not a pathway speech because suddenly they wanted a speaker and I said, okay, fine. They approached me. The evaluator evaluating me told me a very important feedback. He said, Sourav, I absolutely loved your speech. But the problem is, this is the kind of speech I know Sourav for. So why don't you try a speech which I don't know Sourav for? Why don't you try and do something which you have never done before so that we are surprised? So next time you take the stage, surprise us. And I started doing that. Every speech, I tried a new genre, a new story, a new way of saying things. And that worked very well in terms of keeping me motivated for level 1. When level 2 came up, I again had the same problem which I had in each of the 9 paths I had before. There is one project which is always a bottleneck for me. Anyone who knows me well enough to tell me which project I'm talking about in level 2, which is a bottleneck for me?
Introduction to Toastmasters mentoring.
Exactly, introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. My mentees can always answer that. The problem with that project for me is that in Toastmasters, if you ask me how many mentees I have, it is very difficult for me to answer because I really don't have a count. But if you ask me how many mentors I have, it is very easy for me to answer because the answer is none. Right? So in Toastmasters, I never had any mentors in the traditional sense. There was no one who actually sat with me and told me this is how to write your speech. Even when I went for district elections and district officer roles and all that, every second district officer would ask me, oh my God, you know so much about district and all these things, about the governing documents and all that. Who's a mentor? I said, no one. They're like, huh? You don't have a mentor? Seriously? How can you not have a mentor? You know who my mentor is? DTM, blah. I said, okay, fine, but I don't have a mentor. I was ostracized, outcasted. It sounded like a blasphemy. How the hell can you not have a mentor? And here I have a project where to talk about a mentor. Now, that predicament I got rid of by trying something new this time. I tried it in various forms where I tried to create a hypothetical mentor and it did not work out. So this time, what I did is I identified my mentors from my list of mentees, which included my previous speaker, distinguished Toastmaster Nancy Goel, Toastmaster Aparna Raja. I talked about reverse mentoring. I talked about how each of these people, while continuing to be my mentees, also mentored me to become a better mentor. Listen on. I talked about how my mentees mentored me to become a better mentor. So what I essentially did is I gave a different perspective to the project. So for clearing level 2, the trick was give a different perspective to the same project. If you have done it from X angle, try to do it from the Y angle. Level 3, 1 mandatory, 2 optional. Again, I wanted to try something new. But this time what happened is I got caught in a lot of repeats that evaluators told me, you have to do this again, you have to do this again, you have to do this again. And I started getting frustrated. But finally, I managed to sail through level 3 by doing just one thing, which is staying put and continuing to do that. I did not let those repeats put me down. Resilience. When you reach level 3, this is one thing you will need a lot, resilience, because you would want to give up, you would not want to continue, it would look very boring for you, but stay put, because once you sail level 3, the next 2 levels are a cakewalk. So I thought. But in level 4, again, I had a problem because again, people told me that I should repeat. And therefore, in level 4 and level 5, I tried to take my old avatar, my old cloak, but again with a twist. I decided I will complete this path by teaching something to people because, as they say, teaching is the best way of learning. So there are 2 things that I taught in my speeches. The one, I remember very clearly, Tuckman's theory of team formation, forming, storming, norming, performing. And the second one, contextual intelligence. How to become spontaneously smart. How to use your contextual intelligence to become successful in your career. So that was my journey, my friends. That was my path. And this path has been a really good awakening call for me that if you want to continue in Toastmasters, you need to figure out a way to keep transforming yourself, your purpose, your approach. Otherwise, you'll be bored to death and you will think, should I or should not I? Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta. I have one question for you. 11 when? 11 when, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta.
I'll decide and let you know.
For completing his project. Thank you so much. Toastmaster Samita, you have raised your hands.
No, it was by mistake.
Okay. Before we moving to the third speaker, let's see about the second practice which I following in my life. Be ruthless to the things that don't matter. How many of us using our mobile phones without purpose? Of course, I'm using my mobile phone without purpose, especially the time consuming apps like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, and If you take my digital well-being status, I'm using these apps more than 5 to 6 hours per day. After seeing that, I got shocked and I tried to reduce that. How many of us got invitations, got requests to uh, invitations to request or obligations where that we went without our purpose or we went without our choice. It's all by compulsion. We all of us will raise our hands because most of us we are triggered by external influences. So we will definitely say yes to the things that we don't matter in our life. So whatever we do in our life, we should focus on our goals. And saying yes is not easy, and saying no is not very. Saying no is the hardest thing in our life to do because most of us we will think what others think about us, so we will easily say yes to things that don't matter in our life. So we want to practice learning say no to the things that don't matter. No, thank you. No, I'm not going to caught up in that. No, I can't just right now. By saying this kind of statements will hurt some people in short term, but we are saying no to the things that don't matter means we are saying yes to the things that do matter in our life. With this, we are moving to the third speaker is Toastmaster Shlipi Tiwari. Toastmaster Shlipi Tiwari, is your audio is working?
Yes, yes, it's
Fine.
working.
Thank you. I request his evaluator Preeti Jain to confirm your availability.
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Preeti Jain. Shilpi Tiwari attempting her project in Persuasive Influence Path Level 3, Project Number 1. Project name Understanding Conflict Resolution. The purpose of the project is for the member to develop or enhance his or her understanding of the steps and strategies to address conflict. Shilpi Tiwari, decode the problem. Decode the problem, Shilpi Tiwari.
Conflicts are good. A conflict can be described as a problem. A problem is an issue or a situation. This is considered that is very harmful or unpleasant. Let's decode it. I mean, if I look at the show Big Boss, that would be the good example for conflict that I believe. Whenever I watch that show, do not judge me. I passively watch that show because my mother-in-law watches. So whenever I happen to watch that show, it reminds me famous tagline of the advertisement: stains are good, same as conflicts are good. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and dear guests. What is conflict? Suppose if there is a disagreement between two people or any argument or anything negative happen, we called it conflict. It is our perception that conflict are bad, but it is not important that conflict are always bad. If you manage it effectively, then I have seen in my personal life that conflict has improved me and it has made me mature, more mature. In some situation, rather transformers, I have also seen in myself. Can there be any situation where there is no conflict? Never. Even if you send to a remote island, your mind will be full of conflict all the time. So conflict are unavoidable. Should we, so just a thought just came into my mind. Should we let conflict upon us or should we manage it effectively? Of course, we want to manage it effectively. So I just request Zoom moderator to allow me to share my screen. How can we manage our conflict effectively. Let's see an example. Can you see a picture over here?
Yes.
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 Oh, so I just want to know, do you see a woman over here?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. How old do you think she is?
25 to 20, 25 to 30, I think.
Okay. Anybody else? I mean, I
Young-
request everybody if
She
they
has
are,
black hair
Huh?
and-
I didn't get it.
20 younger than me, I said, because she has got black hair and I have all white.
You said 60 that I heard. I mean, I just mixed voice that I have heard.
I'm seeing a
It's a
80 to 90-year-old lady.
60-year-old, you said?
Yeah, 80 to 90-year-old lady.
Okay.
I can see also 80 to 90-year-old lady.
Okay.
I
so
can
Ra-
see both.
Okay.
One young woman as well as the old lady. It's just a little shift, which is
Okay. Okay. So what she's wearing?
so the young lady, she's wearing a fur coat. And if I
Okay.
look at the old woman, she's wearing a scarf on her head, a wrinkled face.
Right. You both are right. I mean, whatever you are saying, yes, there is a two picture. One picture is a young lady, 25-year approx, lovely, looks like a model, certainly very nice face. And the second lady is looking like 60 to 70 years old lady, huge nose, certainly not looking like a model, sad face. This is called paradigm shift. And this is I have taken from the book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. So you both are right. But the thing is, both people's view for that situation is quite different. This is all about perception. How are you dealing with that such situation? Because this is extremely powerful reality that we all perceive things differently by influence around us. So this is the main reason of conflict. Both are seeing the same thing, but in their perceptions. Let's move to the causes of conflict. So I have come across with an example like first is personality clash, first cause. So personality clash is like if you don't have self-awareness and you need to understand what triggers you. So the two examples that I have given you, Gautam Gambhir and Virat Kohli, we all well acquainted with the Twitter things that they, fight over there. Virat Kohli, I have felt that he's dominant. While, yes, Virat Kohli is quite dominant and Gautam Gambhir is quite stable kind of personality. So their view, their point, personality clashes definitely is the issue of conflict. First, we need to understand our personality. Second, if I go into cause of conflict is point of view, I would like to give an example of Three Idiots. There is a Ranchor Das Janjar, that is Amir Khan, and second is our virus, Boman Irani. Amir Khan follows the simple things without any rules and regulation and in a passive way. But Boman Irani is so much into rules and regulation and he has to follow. So their point of view clashes. If they can, yes, Irani is also fine with yes, in the students' life, there is there should be a discipline. But if they go into the certain goal that fulfill, then there should be a chance of win-win situation. Third, I would say communication issue. And this communication issue is like a lack of transparency, tonality. How can we do it? Productive communication. And the great example of that, subordinate and manager. Subordinate wants my promotion has to be done. If he won't tell to his manager, then manager will be like, if the manager won't give him his deserving promotion, then there is a conflict, communication issue. Then Fourth is incompatible goal. Yes, husband and wife. There is indifference in priorities. Husband, he has to earn, he has to look after the earning things. But wife priorities to family. If they both give the priority to their things, then there will be the differences occur and conflict occur. Then last, I found cultural. Culture comes into empathy. If you go into the Japan and Indian culture, there is a top to down culture. In India also, we have to do the values and follow the morals of our parents. But in America, they are flexible. They don't follow such bottom up and down. And last, I just want to tell you about the resolution. That is the DISC personality. Dominance, influence, steadiness, and conciseness. The dominant people are always outspoken and their questions. I would like to give an example of Salman Khan here. Then if influence, I think Shah Rukh is the best example. He's outspoken and the warm and the accepting people. Then steadiness. I have did the DISC personality on myself and I am the stable person. I always be reserved and cool and calm in any situation. And that I have learned through my journey. And last is consciousness. And these people are questioned and they are reserved also. So if the dominant person will be there, there definitely will be the conflict because no one want to, because both want to win-win in that situation. So through this decoding of problem is all about personality. We have to find the problem of the same situation. And first we have to realize which kind of personality we are. I am the stable, so I prefer to be stable, cool and calm in all the situations, either the fight, either something. So this is my personality that I have found. What is yours? Thank you so much.
Raja, are you there? I think we lost Raja. He was having some difficulty with his internet. Can the PO take over, please? Madam Page, I think also. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's put a hand together for all the three speakers who presented their speeches today, true pathbreakers and one speech delivered by Toastmaster Shlipi. Thank you so much. Being a timer, as we don't have any voting for today's prepared speeches because we have pathbreaker speech. However, I'll share the report once called upon by the general evaluator towards the end. Moving forward in this speech, wanted to check quickly on the with Toastmaster Dharma. Shall we take a break today, or can we move ahead with our table topic segment?
Can we can move with table topic.
Okay, thank you so
break.
much for the information. Thank you. Okay, today every Toastmasters meeting has 3 different segments, and this particular segment is something very exciting. Why exciting? That you will get to know from our table topic master. So without wasting any more time, let's deeply dive into the segment of table topic. And I'll take this opportunity to invite our table topic master, one of the youngest Toastmaster of Gabbys, Toastmaster Devayani. Stage is all yours to please help us in understanding the segment as well as let's all participate here. Over to you, Toastmaster Devayani.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Smruti. So the table topic segment is basically designed to challenge our impromptu speaking skills. It's a very fun and engaging way to practice thinking quickly and articulating our thoughts effectively. So during this session, everyone here will be given, like people who volunteer will be given variety of prompts or topics ranging from thought-provoking questions to imaginative scenarios. And your task is to just respond to these prompts with a short speech lasting from 1 to 2 minutes. So at 1 minute, the green card will be shown. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, the yellow card, and then 2 minutes, the red card, and you have 30 seconds of grace time in the end. The beauty of table topic basically is its unpredictability. You never really know what your table topic would be.
and that really keeps us on our toes, and it encourages us to embrace spontaneity. Again, please remember there is no right or wrong answers in a table topic. It's just all about expressing your thoughts and ideas in a very clear and engaging manner. So I encourage everyone to embrace this challenge, have fun, and enjoy the opportunity to share your unique perspectives with everyone in the meeting. Starting, I'd like to all the guests who have joined us to try and volunteer. You can raise your hand using the raise hand option on Zoom. Okay, everyone from, especially the guests, please start raising your hands if you like to volunteer for any table topics. I see Toastmaster Anand's hand raised.
Yes.
Would you like to take up a table topic? I mean, would you like to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Toastmaster Anand, your topic is, which advertisements make you smile every time you see them? Which advertisements make you smile every time you see them? Toastmaster Anand.
Okay. More than that, more than see, whenever I go for this nostalgic moment while during my school days, I love one advertisement that is called as a washing powder Nirma, washing powder Nirma. So what I appreciate is that how many times the brand hammering, right? Washing powder Nirma, washing powder, many times. So that enters into the subconscious mind of the consumer. Even I speak to each and every person, the payoff line that goes to the subconscious mind. Normally, if you see any one brand, Apple, what is the payoff line? Right, think differently. That think differently, that only goes to the subconscious mind of the consumer. Based upon that, whenever he thinks different, he buy the Apple that pop up in the mind. But if you see the versatile advertisement, washing powder Nirma, the brand name itself registered. Whenever they are think about the washing powder they want to buy, the first thing, still now, washing powder Nirma is out of the market. I buy only Ariel. Even when I buy that Ariel, that thing that what registered in my long-term memory is that washing powder Nirma. Even that the way when I go to cinema theater during the childhood days, I see that lovely advertisement, washing powder Nirma, washing powder Nirma. Still, when I was delivering this topic also, I feel in a euphoric stage, the nostalgic moment of my childhood memories. Such a lovely topic what you have given to me. So thank you. Even what my suggestion to the all the advertisers or those who are promoting your own brand, more the payoff line also very important. Rather than the most important thing is the brand name. Whenever speaking to your consumers, repeat the brand name again and again and again, like a washing powder. Definitely your brand will go 100 crore within a span of a year. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much for attempting that, Toastmaster Anand. And washing powder Nirma is definitely one that really stands out. Even though I was not, I'm still young when it compared to washing powder Nirma, but I still know the song, and that's how popular it is. So thank you for taking that up. I see Toastmaster or guest Avijit, Avijit's hands raised. Would you like to go next? Can you please unmute yourself and Toastmaster Avijit? I can't hear you. You're not audible. Is anyone else able to hear Toastmaster Avijit?
No,
No, we can't.
Toastmaster Avijit, I hope you can go check your audio issues. I'll come back to you some other time. Toastmaster Preeti, I know your hand is raised next, but you're also an evaluator, so I shall come back to you too. Toastmaster or guest Shravan, are you there?
Yes, yes, Toastmaster Devayani, and I'm here.
So your topic is? Why does an empty vessel make more noise? Why does an empty vessel make more noise? Toastmaster or guest Shravan?
Thank you, Toastmaster Devayani, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. I partly agree with that statement, first of all. And coming to the why empty vessel make more noise is this particular statement they are given to personify a person who is talking more and doing less and not up to the expectations. So that kind of person, they personify it with the empty vessel and making more noise. But in a musical sense, if you look at the musical sense, empty vessels make beautiful music, beautiful noise. I mean, it's not noise; it brings the nada. It brings out the beautiful music out of it. Looking at Gatham or looking at Mridangam and all, tabla. But it is the purpose of that statement is to personify a particular person's inability or a person's personality, to describe a personality. So the reason is when we do not have much knowledge on one particular subject, we'll get frustration. Our mind will not be stable. It keeps on filling something, some emotions will fill. That time, mind starts making noise. So you look at any person who is angry. So the angry is most of the cases, not I cannot say all the situations of anger, but few situations in office environment or any debates and all, the anger comes out when we do not have complete knowledge. So that is the reason. That's why it is personified with an empty vessel. With that, I would like to conclude my topic. Over to you, Table Topics Master Devayani.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shravan. That was quite a philosophical take on the topic. I love the analogy with the Indian classical music that you use. And thank you for attempting it. Next up, we have Toastmaster Sunil Gupta. I see your hands raised.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. Toastmaster Sunil, what lessons have you learned the hard way? What lesson have you learned the hard way, Toastmaster Sunil?
I have learned to continue whatever efforts I make. As I joined Toastmasters just few days ago, and in the starting still I'm not to speak English fluently, and I speak in broken English. But I am sure that I will be able to speak fluently if I attend such meetings, Toastmasters meeting. And I am pretty sure that such meetings, especially on the Gabbys, it will be helpful for my dream of speaking English and being a fluent speaker to materialize. And I sometimes see an aunt, how it works, how it is able to continue its works. It fails a lot of times, but he continues its journey on climbing a wall or anywhere. And I think that if you continue your efforts, you will achieve your goals, whatever goal. But you should be mindful about your goals. It should be achievable, and it should be in your boundary. Not you should not make a goal of landing on the Mars. So I think if you continue your efforts, your hard work, this is a proven lesson to achieve your goals. Thank you, Devayani.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sunil. I am so glad that you have you've joined us as a Toastmaster, and I can't wait to see you grow here. Um, we have DTM Saurav, Toastmaster Preeti, and Toastmaster Samatha who are representing the Gabbys in the division contest. So the next 3 topics would be for them. And with that, I shall actually end the table topic session because we are running out of time. So DTM Saurav, Toastmaster Samatha, and Toastmaster Preeti, are you ready to go? I see DTM Saurav's hands raised first. So
Yeah, I'm ready.
okay. DTM Saurav, please convince everyone in the audience that the earth is flat. Please convince everyone in the audience that the earth is flat. Oh,
Why should I? Why is there a problem if everyone in the audience feels that the earth is curved or round or square or rectangle? At the end of the day, what do we see in front of us? What do we see in front of us is a floor which is absolutely flat, right? We see things are exactly where they're supposed to be. Nothing is sliding up, nothing is sliding down. One of the things that you will learn with life, as I did, Devayani, when you reach my age, is that you don't try to convince anyone on anything, because that is just a waste of your time and energy, particularly on convincing things which are larger than life. So one of the easiest ways of having a good relationship with your partner, for instance, is to come to an agreement that you will only worry about the bigger things and let your partner handle the smaller things. For example, one of my friends told me that he and his wife have a very harmonious relationship because he always has opinions on the bigger things of life, right? Like his wife takes care of all the smaller things, which movie to watch, where to go for a holiday, what food to eat, when to go out, which house to buy. So I asked him that, what do you give your opinion on? He said, I give opinion on things like what's happening with the global change, what's happening with Ukraine. Is Ukraine going to attack Russia? About religion, about politics. So you find your way to find peace, but you definitely don't try to convince anyone. As Toastmaster Noor mentioned in the chat, that one of the wisest things that he learned in the hard way in life is that you don't argue with his wife, right? And that is what this entire thing is all about. You do not convince anyone anything. Just let everyone have their way, and let everyone have their own thought process in terms of handling things. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now that was a very, very different take from what I thought I would get when I made this topic. Thank you so much, DTM Saurav. Toastmaster Samatha, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And after this, we shall go to Toastmaster Preeti and then end with the table topic session. Toastmaster Samatha, when has honesty not been the best policy for you? When has honesty not been the best policy for you? Toastmaster Samatha.
A really tough topic you have given me. I would love to say that honesty has always been the best policy, and that is what I was teaching so long. But actually, if you ask, there were many instances where honesty was not at all the best policy. When we talk about honesty, it means that you are giving an exact, detailed report of what has happened. You don't cut out, you don't edit, you don't filter. That is honesty. Living life in this planet and expecting every time to be brutally honest is the most foolish thing that we can do. Was I honest with my children most of the time? No, I was not. I was not. And that gave me a peace of mind, especially when they wanted some object which I didn't want to give them, like watching TV. They wanted to watch some cartoon called as the Powerpuff Girls. And I told them that those girls fly around. You cannot fly, so you can't watch. That was absolute nonsense. They could have watched that. It was my own perspective that I didn't want them to watch that cartoon. I didn't want them to sit in front of the TV. That's why I gave them. Same thing goes with the food that they ate. I looked at a bigger picture, what would be better for them, and I edited my honesty accordingly. If you say, was it the right choice? I will fiercely argue, yes, it was. If you say, I shouldn't have done it, no, I should have done it. That's how life is all about. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much for attempting that, Toastmaster Samita. I think I really like that you said you just bend the truth rather than lie. So that was a wonderful take on it. And finally, Toastmaster Preeti, are you ready? Toastmaster Preeti?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, now you're audible. Yeah. So, Toastmaster Preeti. Some people eat to live, others live to eat. Which category do you belong to? Some people eat to live, others live to eat. Which category do you belong to? Toastmaster Preeti.
I'm almost about to touch half century. And let me tell you, I'm born and brought up in a Marwari family where all the love and pamper they do only by food. If they are happy with you, they'll say, please eat. If they want to welcome you, they want to say, please eat. They want to respect you, please eat. Even if my mom is angry with me, she'll say, eat. So every emotion is associated with eating and nothing else. And I grew up listening this. Khana kha lo beta. Everything else will come later. But me being a foodie, a complete chart person, I very late in my life realized that, wow, I'm enjoying my life because I am living to eat. That is how we were grew up. Sadly, things started turning up when the age started catching. And that was the sad time to catch myself that what are you doing? Where are you going? What are you trying to prove? So it's like we always heard that precautions are better than prevention is better than cure. But what I did was I first got all my discomforts and disease, and then I started thinking about the preventions. It was very hard decision to understand that I just need to eat to live. Eating is just one measure. It's not everything. And slowly, with all my knowledge and wisdom, I started accumulating and I started cutting off. And let me tell you a very personal thing. Last month, the best, my favorite, most thing I gave up for life was tea or coffee. Anything, tea, lemon tea, green tea, coffee, everything is gone. Tata bye bye. Because my naturopath said, you'll have to start saying no to things which you like. And that was the biggest lesson. Say no to all tasty things because we are here just to live and eating is just one of the part. So over to you, table topic master.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Preeti. Now that was a life lesson for all of us, I guess. And with that, we end the table topic session. Thank you so much for everyone who attempted the table topics. It was such a fun one today. And over to TMOD, Toastmaster Raja Balaji.
Thank you so much, Table Topic Master, for effectively conducting the table topic session. Friends, at 7 p.m., at 6:50 p.m., I tried to log in by phone. I couldn't log in. I faced some issue by Zoom. Before that, I never faced this kind of issue. And by logging by laptop, I'm facing network issue, and I cannot turn on my camera also. I think some Stoics are practicing my patience, whether I am practicing Stoic philosophies or not. Because the first Stoic philosophy is focus on what you can control and accept what we cannot control. Throughout the meeting, the same thing I'm practicing. I don't know. Let's move on to the third practice, which is watching the voice. No matter in which position we are in, if we are in a top position, we don't know everything. But sometimes we want to have answers from others. So that time we want to ask help. We want to watch the wise persons. If we don't have any people in this planet, we want to read their biographies, autobiographies, or if we have any documentary movies, we want to watch their documentary movies. By reading biographies, watching documentary movies, we will get to learn many ideas. We will get to learn many things and we'll get many ideas how to do things differently. So we will save many time in our progress. So that is what Marcus Aurelius said. I like to read the sayings of Marcus Aurelius. Take a good hard look at people ruling principle, especially of the wise, what they running out or what they are seeking out. With this, we are moving into the evaluation segment. Now I like to call General Evaluator to conduct this segment. Over to you, Toastmaster Upasana.
Thank you so much, TMOD, for taking up again. I would now like to call upon the first evaluator, and I would request our Zoom master to please pin the evaluator 1 and the speaker 1, as well as the timer. Do I have them all? Speaker
Yes,
1.
I'm here.
Speaker 1.
So I believe speaker 1, will you consider Shlipi or Nancy?
Shlipi.
Sure.
Okay. Okay. I see. Yes. And the timer? Thank you. Thank you so much, Zoom Master. Evaluator 1, Toastmaster Preeti Jain, will be evaluating our speaker, Toastmaster Shlipi Tiwari. Toastmaster Preeti is an ICF certified life coach and corporate NLP trainer. Her mission is to inspire and empower the fellow individuals. She is an avid reader, a go-giver, dancer at heart, and highly spiritual person. I would request Toastmaster Preeti to please evaluate Toastmaster Shlipi.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh. Conflicts are good. Wow. And this caught my attention because I wanted to hear every bit of it. Why? Because every now and then I find myself caught into some or other conflicts. So it was an interesting topic to evaluate. Toastmaster Shlipi, the moment you said that conflicts have made you matured and transformed, you caught my attention more. And the third thing came, your PowerPoint presentation. That was just the cherry on the cake. I got to learn so many things today from you when you started talking about the different reasons behind conflicts. So thanks for educating us so well in so much of details. Few things which I liked was the detailing about the reasons behind conflicts, which are unavoidable, and the paradigm shift. And you use that very nice picture. We keep using that picture in our NLP programs, right? So that was very relatable to me. And the reasons of conflicts, you took the pictures of the very renowned people, which everyone can relate to. So kudos to you on that. But somehow, over the speech, I was bumfuzzled. I found few things very superfluous, honestly, because your speech made me read the purpose of the speech time and again. I just wanted to understand the purpose of this speech, whether you have attempted it well or not. So the purpose of this particular speech was to understanding steps and strategies to address conflicts. And secondly, I was waiting to hear your personal experience of resolving a conflict, the second part of this speech. Unfortunately, I didn't find any of these. You addressed a lot of reasons behind the conflicts, but no strategies to address the conflict. And at the same time, I found the transitions quite abrupt. Like towards the end, you did share about your style, that this is your style. You are a very stable person. but that didn't give me any idea about how do you resolve conflicts. So I found the end quite abrupt. Let me tell you one thing very honestly. You are a very, very confident speaker. You can do much, much, much better. But seeing and going through the purpose of this speech, I personally feel that you should give it a try once again. And do share your personal stories and different strategies to handle the conflicts. So I wish you all the very best and would love to listen to your next speech. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Preeti. And I second each and everything what you have said for Toastmaster Shilpi regarding her evaluation. To add on, Toastmaster Shilpi, if you could check the audio video before the meeting, it would be good. And even if you could have notified the Zoom master that you would be sharing your screen, that would have been good so that you are prepared. Even the Zoom master is also prepared. Apart from that, whatever Toastmaster Preeti has given is completely good. Thank you so very much. Moving on, we have our next evaluator, Toastmaster Noor Mohammed, who will be evaluating DTM Nancy Goel. I would request Zoom Master to please pin them. Our evaluator has been Toastmaster since 2013 and he has been an avid speaker as well as an evaluator. We always look up to this evaluator for his beautiful evaluation. Sir, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. Now, the Pathbreaker speeches are different. Now, I get to learn a lot from them. Now, today I have the privilege of evaluating such a speech by Nancy the Wise. Now, I absolutely loved your speech today, Nancy. Now, you had presented your observations of your introspection, your reflection of the visionary communication path which you embarked on. Now, I love how you started with the evolution of the usage of the t-shirt from the time we buy it to when it becomes a mopping example, right? And that related to the title, Bang for the Buck. Now, I can relate to that with so many mopping t-shirts lying around in my kitchen. Well done there, right? And then you implore the audience about applying the same concept to education. Now, I feel that you have a knack for apt analogies. Now, there are instances where you leverage the power of thought. You know, your gestures were in sync with your words, your facial expressions were at times animated. For example, when you said, the only truth, your eyebrows were raised and your eyes sparkled. I could see that. Now, I was not disappointed as you mentioned examples of personal growth where you realized the concept of pondering on a project, giving enough time to think about it, and then refining that speech with the feedback you have received, with different audiences, and the lessons you learned during that whole process. Now, all heroes have great challenges. So you had yours too during level 3. Now, you did mention that you had prior commitments and the extent to which they took your time, during which you had the time to contemplate on how to be true to your nature and make most of the path, out of the path, I think, that you have embarked on. Now, a shift in perspective, perhaps, that changed the way you look at how you actually do your path, right? So I love the insights as well and how you use these new learnings professionally and you acted upon those realizations which you had. Now, it is important to put into practice the new learn as quickly as possible to able to see in the same light. Now, time changed a lot of perspective. Now, you know that now. I think that is what was my takeaway from your whole speech. Now, a couple of things I would suggest for you to implement in your future speeches is number one, more energy, Nancy. Now, if you want to evoke interest, inspiration, and ingenuity, whatever you deliver with passion and you deliver with energy. People should be able to see it. Now, this is critical for any speaker. Vocal variety, if you have listened to any grandmother tell stories, you know why you still remember them. Use those vocal skills for your message to be immortalized. I believe you're a great speaker and even greater thoughtful personality. Now, if you could focus on infusing a little bit of more energy with vocal variety, there'd be no force stronger enough to stop you from attaining what you set your mind on while you communicate effectively. I wish you only the best, Nancy the Wise. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so very much for that elaborative evaluation. And I am sure that DTM Nancy will be benefited through that. Even I second all of what the evaluator has said. That being said, we'll move to our last speaker and last evaluator. That is our last evaluator is DTM Akshay Singh, who will be evaluating our DTM Sourav Dutta. DTM Akshay Singh is he professionally works as a data engineer at IDFC and is an enthusiastic volunteer for educational empowerment initiatives, environmental. In his free time, Akshay enjoys poetry, cycling, solving Rubik cubes, and collaborating with Toastmasters worldwide. DTM Akshay?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Happy evening to each and every one of you. Today, boredom conqueror, as I say, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav, shared his experiences of his innovative planned approach to attempt his 10th power known as innovative planning. Let me utilize an innovative approach because he has inspired me to break the monotony and try new things. Today, I'm going to use the acronym INNOVA to share what innovative I could find from your reflective speech. Toastmaster Sourav definitely shared a speech of his reflection, but what was inspiring was his unconventional methods, which he sprinkled throughout the speech as to where he pushed his boundaries and break the monotony, why it was required to be done, as well as sprinkled with light humor such that this ideas get settled down in my mind easily. Navigator Sourav, as I call him, he sailed through the challenges of monotony, seeking newer opportunities by mentioning a very key point that if you are resilient in your approach, you can learn a lot. And that is what Toastmaster Sourav highlighted from his reflective speech, while he chartered his own course for completion of 10th part. The third important aspect which Toastmaster Sourav highlighted in his speech, which I really loved, were the points where he mentioned how you can nurture your fellow Toastmasters. You may not have a mentor, but the ideas like reverse mentoring, resilience, unconventional approach, concepts like how he was vocational about team formation, contextual intelligence, these concepts sprinkled throughout his reflective speech made me curious enough that I need to go back to Toastmaster Sourav and ask him more questions. So this way, Toastmaster Sourav, today you have definitely shared an inspiring speech with a lot of different points of learning which I can take back. Now, Sourav, I believe everyone has areas of growth and everyone seeks for that. After all, you have done 9 paths, so you are seeking for them more actively. The first one, I felt if you can optimize the reflection lessons and insights for all kinds of audience, not just someone who is delivering his 9th pathbreaker or someone 4th pathbreaker, but even someone who is at his first speech. Because for him, it may not be boredom. It is just the start of Toastmasters. He's an amateur over here. So optimize your speech for that. Second, the value of your reflection speech comes right in the initial moments. I found a lot of superfluous content about why and when you started your 10th speech was shared in the start. Reducing them with adding what value your reflection is going to offer me is something which I would have loved for you to explore. Advance your Toastmasters journey with all the different unconventional means and innovative approach you have. I'm sure keeping in mind how to optimize and ensure the value keeps on for everyone in the audience in a seamless manner is something which you can work upon for your 11th path. Looking forward to hear you. Hopefully a book after that, all your unconventional methods to break the boredom of Toastmasters. Over to you, Upasana.
Thank you so much, DTM Akshay, for that elaborative evaluation Truly, even I have learned so much from this evaluation. And Saurav sir, your speeches are always inspirational. Thank you very much, evaluator and the speaker. I would request timer to please present the report. And since today we had two pathbreaker speech, so we won't have any votings. Yet we would want to see the timings for all the speeches as well as evaluation.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Please confirm once you see my screen
Yes.
and the
Yes.
timing report. Okay. Thank you so much. As we all can see, today I'll start with from evaluation. We had only one disqualification over there. On the table topic speakers, they're literally qualified, everyone, all the 6 speakers. Please put your hands together and for all the speakers who actually made it on time. And with respect to prepared speeches, we had one qualification only. I'll paste this report on the chat box. Feel free to refer to it once again. Just a small suggestion. I understand Toastmasters is a platform where we need to ensure that we speak quality, but also let's keep time in mind. Thank you so much. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. This was my team TAGL timer. Now I would like to call upon Sudharma being our ad hoc, our counter.
Grammarian.
Oh, grammarian. I'm extremely sorry. I would like to call upon my our counter for her report, Alvia. Toastmaster Alvia, you can share your report. Are you facing any issue while sharing the screen? You are not audible. You are still not audible, Toastmaster Alvia. Okay, we'll move towards our grammarian. You can come back. I'll take up your report. Toastmaster Sudharma, I would request you to please share the report. Toastmaster Monica had to drop off. Hence, Toastmaster Sudharma took up the role as grammarian. So I would request her to please share the grammarian's report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, we are able to see your screen.
Okay. Today, word of the day was superfluous, and it was used by Toastmaster Preeti Jain, Toastmaster Noor, and his name is Toastmaster Akshay. Today, good usage of words, contextual intelligence, conflict, incompatible goals, dominance, impulsive, steadiness, subconscious mind, think differently, long-term memory, unconventional methods, and resilient. Rhetorical questions, answer not required. Today, in Parth Baker's speech and table topics, should I? What do we see in front of us? Can there be any situation there is no complete Toastmaster Shlipi? And other thing, anaphora, the repetition of word. If you say, I should not have done it. If you say, Toastmaster Samita, she has used it. Toastmaster Preeti, green tea, lemon tea, plain tea, Toastmaster Preeti. And deliver with passion, deliver with energy, Toastmaster Noor. Proverb, empty vessels make noises, our TT topic. Hyperpora, question and then answer not required. Then answer what is complete and answered by Toastmaster Shlipi. And repeat thrice, rule of 3. It's like this, it's like this, it's like this. Distinguished Toastmasters how to use that sentence. And washing powder, washing powder, washing powder, Toastmaster Anand use that name. I couldn't figure it out. Remark. And Toastmaster Samita, you don't cut, you don't edit, and you don't. And Toastmaster Preeti, you can do much, much, much better. In her evaluation, she spoke like this. Comparison, 3 idiots. I didn't notice any bad usage of language. And this is my report. Over to you, General Evaluator. You're on mute, Toastmaster.
Sorry. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sudharma, for taking up the role on spot. And kudos to you for being so proactive. Congratulations on that, and thank you very much. Let's move on to our listener, Toastmaster Priyamvada. Toastmaster Priyamvada?
Okay, so let's start.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you.
Okay. So my first question is, how many days did DTM Sourav Dutta take to complete this path?
189.
189.
Okay. Which culture does Evaluator to Preeti Jain belong to?
Marwadi?
Marwadi.
Yes. Example of which insect was given by Toastmaster Sunil Gupta?
Any clue?
Huh?
Clue.
No. Should I tell? Or any guesses?
You can tell the answer.
Okay, I'm telling. Ant. It was ant. Which thing has Toastmaster Preeti Jain completely removed from her life?
Tea, coffee.
Yes. Last question. Which acronym was used by evaluator DTM Akshay to evaluate Toastmaster Sourav?
Innova.
Yes, correct. So that's all from my side. Over to our general evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyamvada, for a beautiful listening session. Now I would move back to our counter, Toastmaster Alvia.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Okay, great. So, good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I'm going to be sharing my screen and presenting the report to you all. So today's we've had 14 speakers, and I think in total 6 speakers we are having who haven't used any filler words or uh, crutch words in their speeches. So I'd like to take their names: Nancy, Sourav, DTM Sourav, Toastmaster Samita, Toastmaster Preeti, Toastmaster Upasana, Toastmaster Noor, and Toastmaster Akshay. I'd like to congratulate these individuals for delivering amazing speeches and also sort of not using as many crutch words while speaking. And also, there's something that I'd like to share with you all, a couple of tips as to how you can maybe avoid usage of crutch words while speaking. Number one is awareness. The first step in overcoming any habit is awareness. So pay superfluous attention to your speech patterns and make a conscious effort to identify your crutch words. And number two is practice speaking slowly and deliberately. This will give you more time to formulate your thoughts and reduce the superfluous need for filler words. Number three is record yourself speaking and listen back to identify any superfluous crutch words you may be using. Number four is to replace crutch words with pauses, but again you might need to work upon avoiding them also. But if not, instead of maybe filling pauses with superfluous filler words, try using silence to gather your thoughts. So in conclusion, mastering the art of this communication means learning to eliminate such crutch words from your speech, and it would essentially sort of convey that you are being confident and you are confident about the things that you're saying in your speech to the audience. And that's all from my end. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvia. And with this, my TAGL team has presented the reports. Timers, Smruti, I would really congratulate and thank you that you have taken up the role of TMOD at a very crucial moment and continued the session. Thank you very much for that. And your timers report has been very concise. Congratulations on that. Our counter, I see there was some audio issue, but nevertheless, it happens. Technological world, you came up with a bang. That was very good. Toastmaster Sudharma, you took up the role today. I think there are many ad hoc roles which has been taken up. So Toastmaster Sudharma, as I mentioned before, also you have taken up. Thank you for that. It was very good presence of mind. And our listener, Toastmaster Priyamvada, you had a very beautiful session. So with this, my TAGL team has presented their report. Moving on to the overall report, the meeting started on time. So our Toastmaster Bimpy has done a very great job. She has introduced what Toastmaster is to our guest and Toastmasters, how things work. Congratulations on that. The session went very well after the PO's session also. TMOD, Toastmaster Raja, I think you really had a great topic, great theme today, but due to your video connectivity and audio connectivity issue, we could not see you throughout the meeting, and hence the connect was not there. But nevertheless, as I said, this is technology which goofs up at the very crucial moment. So I hope to see you in the next meeting and coming with a bang. With that, everything went very well, and our TTM Toastmaster Devayani, you had really beautiful topics, very mind-boggling topics for our speakers. One suggestion, since DTM Sourav was already a speaker, if you could not give him a chance, rather than our guest Abhijit was there, he had raised his hand. If you could give him the chance, maybe that would have been better in my opinion. Rather, I would request you to please take up the non-role takers first and give chance to the others, because they have already speaking or evaluating, so that everybody gets an equal chance. But nevertheless, your topics were very beautiful. I wanted to attempt the last one, but that's okay. Next session. With that, I complete my evaluation. And evaluation for myself is I have to be more confident, since this is my first evaluation, general evaluation session. Nevertheless, in next upcoming meetings, I'll come with the bang. Thank you very much. Back to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Upasana Ghosh, for that valuable feedback. And today we had first time role players, Toastmaster Alvia and Upasana Ghosh. Shall we give a round of standing ovation to them? It was not an easy thing to do the first time role. It takes courage. You want to break that ice. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvia and Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh. With this, we came to conclusion, and I have some more practices to talk with you, but due to time constraint, I cannot talk about that. So I'm just going to conclusion. To talk about Stoicism, Stoicism will not give solution, but it will be the tool. So it won't solve our problem, but it will act as a tool to solve our problem. That is what I understand when I studying about Epictetus, Seneca, or Marcus Aurelius philosophies and practice. So with this, Zoom moderator, can we launch polls for favorite role players?
We no need to launch for favorite speaker since we have pathbreaker. We can launch for
Other than that, what
evaluator.
about? Yeah, sure, we can
Yeah,
launch.
we can launch for the rest. I have launched for favorite evaluator. I encourage everyone, please launch it. Meanwhile, you can continue with the session. I will be launching it remaining polls.
Thank you so much, Zoom moderator. With this, I'm handing over my control back to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Smruti. Over to you.
DTM Sourav.
Okay, distinguished Toastmaster Sourav Dutta, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, our Toastmaster of the day, first of all, for selecting a wonderful topic, which is Stoicism, a topic very close to my heart, something that I read a lot on. It's one of, I wouldn't even say that it's a topic of interest. It's more like my survival skill. And anyone who's going through any kind of hardship, I would request you to pick up this book, Letters of a Stoic. These are the letters that were written by Seneca to Lucius. And it's a little boring to read at times, but if you go through the pages, you will find such wisdom there and such inspiration, not meaningless things like, there's always a silver lining after darkness. It doesn't talks about toxic optimism. It only talks about things that can go wrong and then how you can come back. So thank you, Raja. Beautiful topic. I absolutely loved it. Can we have a quick feedback from some of our guests? Udita, I see a few guests here. Abhijit Behura. Yes, Abhijit.
Yes. Yeah. Hello. Very good evening to all of you. It's a nice experience. My journey to Toastmasters near about 9 months. So I do often join other clubs online meeting. It's nice experience to listen, to witness the distinguished Toastmaster speeches, and evaluation are the fantastic, and the table topics it's very fantastic. I wanted to speak today, so that's the reason joined. But anyway, didn't get the opportunity, but hopefully we'll get. So thank you. It's a nice experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I don't know why it's echoing. I'm the only one in the room. Okay. So what about Udita? Udita, would you want to share a quick 30 seconds feedback, please?
Yeah. So, I'll just give a quick introduction about myself. So I'm a chartered accountant by profession. I was a part of Toastmasters about 9 years back. I was in Toastmasters for three or 4 years, on and off. And Toastmasters has helped me sail through some of the very difficult years of my life, and it's very nostalgic for me to come back here again. I don't I All of you are new faces for me. um and I do have a lot of Toastmasters, though, who are still a part of Toastmasters. I do have friends from that period that still go on to be friends till date, but I have lost touch with Toastmasters. Today it was great for me to attend the meeting today, listen to some great speakers, and excited to be back here again. Thank you.
so
Thanks,
much,
everyone.
Udita. And Gabbys has quite a few chartered accountants, by the way. We have, I think, 6 or 7 chartered accountants. So
I'm not sure if that's a good news or a bad news, but yeah.
because here we don't do anything related to accounting.
I just didn't mention that I am also by profession. I'm chartered accountant. I
Love.
didn't introduce.
Yeah. So the Gabbys is a club which chartered accountants find home. Okay, thank you so much. So I also wanted to welcome one of our newest members, Toastmaster Hiral. Hiral, are you there? Would you want to come on camera, say us hi, or unmute yourself and say us hi? Even if you, hi, there you, there you are. Yeah.
Hi, hello everyone. Good evening.
So Hiral is our newest member. She is joining us from Netherlands. And Hiral, anything you want to share with us very quickly?
Yes, I'm new here and
Cold.
sorry.
Is it very cold there? It looks like it's very cold there.
Yes. It's cold here. Yes, it's almost yes, it's 7 to 8 degree right now. Yeah. So I'm new. I'm new and I heard everyone eloquent speakers, and I'm a little bit nervous, but looking forward to learning new things with you, with everyone. And thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Hiral, and we are very excited to hear your first icebreaker speech. I am going to connect with you offline to help you select your path and get you started with your icebreaker speech. So welcome to the Gabbys. Thank you for choosing us as your learning partner. I also wanted to add one more thing. We had two new role takers today. Alvia, congratulations for taking up the role of the R counter, and you absolutely made my day. I was a disaster in terms of R counts always. Today again, I saw that I'm improving, which clearly means that there's only one thing that you know that you need to do to improve whatever you're lacking in Toastmasters, and that's showing up. Just show up, do your roles, do your speeches, and you'll be all sorted in terms of your the gaps that you have. And also, Upasana, thank you so much for taking up the general evaluator role. And by the way, you have a treasure trove of information of Stoicism, which is landing in your mail in your inbox now, thanks to Toastmaster Noor Mohammed. I mean, there's nothing that this man does not read. He's one of the most voracious readers, so I really envy him. He's so much of a learner, It's hard to find someone like him. Thank you, Toastmaster Noor. And due to paucity of time, I can't invite anyone else to share their feedback. I will straight away go to announce the results and close this meeting. So let's start with the favorite role taker. And the favorite role taker for today is a debutant role taker, which is Toastmaster Upasana Ghosh as the general evaluator. Congratulations, Toastmaster Upasana, for being the best role taker today. Moving on, the favorite auxiliary role taker. Surprise, surprise. This goes to a timer today. Okay. Congratulations, Toastmaster Smruti Mohanty, as a timer for being the best auxiliary role taker. Moving on, the best evaluator. One evaluator successfully managed to disqualify himself, and we had a poll between the other two. So the winner is distinguished Toastmaster Akshay Singh. Congratulations, this TTM Akshay, for a wonderful evaluation. I loved your points. I absolutely loved your points as the speaker. I mean, the first point particularly brilliant. I mean, you just stole my heart. Thank you so much. And the best table topic speaker is yours truly. Thank you so much. With this, I adjourn this meeting of the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club. We have the Gabbys International Toastmasters Club and the Gabbys Online Toastmaster Club's contest coming up this Saturday, 9:30 a.m. The contests are going to start. We have 6 contestants from the Gabbys International Toastmaster Club. Some of them are right here in the meeting. Some of them are not here in the meeting. And we have 6 contestants from the Gabbys Online Toastmasters Club as well. It is going to be some spectacles. Gloves will be off, and no friendliness, no treating each other with kids' gloves. All of this will disappear, and we'll fight tooth and nail to come out as a winner in this contest. Either will become a winner or a learner. So please join us to witness a win-win contest. Thank you. I hereby adjourn this meeting.
Thank you.